Expose is a tool that allows you to really organize any open windows that you have on your computer, regardless of whether they're in the same application or multiple applications. Let's take a look. I'm going to go to the File menu, and I'm going to choose New Finder Window. And I'm actually going to click on the Applications folder. Then I'm going to go to the File menu and choose New Finder Window again. This time, let's click on the Documents item. Let's do one more here. File, New Finder Window, and we'll click on the Pictures folder within my Home folder. Now, this often happens because as we're often working on multiple projects, and so we might need to see what we're doing, and in my particular case, my screen resolution is fairly low, so I have to keep clicking to try to get the window that I want to see. So here's how Expose works. If I press the F9 key on my keyboard, Expose is activated, and it takes any open windows in the current application and displays them in a smaller view with the name of the folder that I'm browsing at the bottom. So it makes it really easy for me to come in here and click on Documents, and that brings that particular window forward. If I hit it again, F9, it will display the windows again, and I can click on Applications. So it's just a really useful way that I can view all the windows in a given application. Now, what happens if I have windows open in multiple applications? Well, let's hit F9 again, and I'm going to click on and I'm going to go into the Nature folder, and let's actually open up the clouds.jpg image. It's going to open up in the Preview application. That's fine. Let's go back to the Nature folder. Let's open up both Ice and Sweet Gum. Now, in the same respect, if I press F9, it's going to actually display all the windows in any open applications. If I hit F9 again, it's going to get out of Expose. If you hit F10, it will only display windows in the active application. So as you can see, since Preview is my active application, it's going to show me only the windows within that application. And if I click on any of these windows, it'll bring that item to the front. Go ahead and press F10 again. Now I'll click on the Clouds image, and it'll bring it to the front. Now, as a side note, you may be having trouble when you press the F9 or F10 keys with Expose not happening. Maybe what's happening is it's muting your sound or doing something else. You can fix this problem a couple of different ways. The way we're going to fix it for now is you can hold down the function key, and that's the key that has a little F and N on it, and that will allow your function keys to work as proper function keys. If this is not how you want this to behave, if you'd rather be able to just click on your function key, you can go to the Apple menu, go to System Preferences, and go to Keyboard. And inside of there's a checkbox that says Use all F1, F2, etc. keys as standard function keys. So if you turn that on and quit System Preferences, you should now be able to simply press those function keys without having to hold down the actual function key. Finally, the F11 key takes any open windows that are on your screen and moves them off to the side so that you can see your desktop. So this is a really great way to access files on your desktop. When you're done, hit the F11 key again, and it takes you right back to where you were. Now, if you go to the Apple menu and choose System Preferences, there's actually a special preference pane for Expose. And if you click that icon, you're going to see that we have a bunch of controls to control Expose. And so, for instance, right here you can see that F9, F10, and F11 controls the All Windows Expose, the application windows for each individual application or the active application, and then F11 is Show Desktop. You can also control this by customizing what mouse button is associated with it. And we'll go over this a little bit later when we go over customizing the mouse preferences. But for now, I can actually activate this by using mouse button 4 on my mouse. Now, in addition, you can utilize Expose by setting a hot corner similar to what we did with our screensaver. So if I wanted the lower left corner to activate the All Windows Expose, I I can choose that option and then just move my cursor in the lower left corner and it will activate Expose the way that I would want it to. Go back to that corner, it will disable it. So I'm going to turn that off for now. And you'll also notice they kind of buried the dashboard keyboard shortcut inside of the Expose category. So in the previous lesson, we had gone over dashboard. You can use the F12 key, or you can specify a mouse button to activate dashboard as well. So I'm going to go ahead and quit System Preferences, and then I can quit Preview and close any Open Finder windows. And you can utilize Expose in a variety of ways, but either way you use it, you can really make yourself much more efficient as you're working on your computer by being able to find the windows when you